So, how I began this process of awakening, this is a beautiful day, September 2nd, 2008. And there's many days to awakening. It's every day, really. And it's when you find yourself out of the cave, you're really just in another cave. And it's just a perpetual fractal cycle of caves. But this day was big for me. It was really big. Because what happened was Project Avalon was launched that day. In symbiosis with Project Camelot, which was about conspiracies and whistleblowers and what's really going on in our world. Well, Project Avalon was about a solution, finding a solution. And that solution was around self-sustained communities and living permaculture, embodying permaculture, and part of your daily being. And there was all these attempts to bring communities together and start community, and since then I've participated in community, especially in Asheville, North Carolina, and a big part of it is also working on projects together, team projects, such as I'm constantly trying to find people to collaborate on, the Tesla Tower project, Tesla Tree project, and the same thing that's run into again and again is what I was talking about in the two videos before this, is sort of like the butting of heads and egos coming together, and me talking about my own ego. And well, the thing is, we need to treasure our ego. We need to respect it, and you could say not get it out of line. And when I've talked to recently about working on projects with people, two things happen. One, I express my own caution due to so-called ego, and other people expressing their caution due to so-called ego. We're all starting to get really cautious and in some ways pessimistic about working with each other. And a lot of us have these dreams and hopes to do it. And well, I even have a video on my channel talking about vulnerability. I'm really just throwing out there in terms of being as vulnerable as I possibly can, is like, bring it. Like, let's just deal with the ego. Let's just work with it. Let's figure out how the hell are we going to work together, because it's just not going to work on this planet until we do. And it's going to be grimy. It's going to be grindy. Things are gonna grind together as we try to meld these situations into symbiotic beauty. And so what I'm saying right here, right now, is I know a lot of beautiful people out there. There are so many beautiful people. There's even beautiful people who I don't talk to anymore because our own egos clash. And I want that undone. I want that healed. I want to let go of that. And so in terms of like a big dream or thought or manifestation I'm throwing out into the universe, and I feel like I've said this before, but I'm really like laying it in stone on my channel right now, is I want community. If I need anything in my life, I need community. I need community of beautiful, open-minded, creative souls who want to change the world step by step. Be a small little thing such as getting a compost together, or something revolutionary like implementing a Tesla tower into a working community. But it all needs to be done. All the small and the big comes together to make the beautiful picture in which we want to live, the art piece. And so on my Facebook alone, I mean, one thing I love about my Facebook and personally is the people I'm actually connected to. There's a bunch of people I know in person. There's a bunch of people I don't know, I've never met. But they've been posting on my walls for so long, and vice versa, and sharing information. I'm getting a feel for, there's just a lot of beautiful people out there. There really is. A lot of these critical thinkers who I want to surround myself with, I want to be with on a daily basis. And so right now I'm living in Boulder, Colorado on this farm, 37 acres, and things could happen here, they could develop. But again, the community is not here right now, and I want that community. I'm not saying community is going to happen here, because to me the space is becoming less and less irrelevant each day. Asheville, North Carolina, Sedona, Arizona, Ashland, Oregon, Boulder, Colorado, all great places. They're wonderful. But am I finding community in those? No, not necessarily. Even though Asheville is pretty damn close, in my opinion. There's some beautiful community going on in Asheville. But there's probably beautiful community here in Boulder. I just really haven't found it yet. I know there is. But the thing I'm trying to get to is, what's in my being every day, in the simplest, little minute form, is compassion. As I said, I can get as pessimistic and sad and depressed and mad as I possibly can be, but still, that all around that, at the core is this compassion, this beautiful, loving compassion that I can feel for everyone and everything, and that holds me together. That keeps me going. That keeps my breath moving like a locomotive train to see this world and experience it, experiencing the change that's happening to it. And so I want to bring community into my life. And I'm really willing, like, I have so much determination to actually work on something when I'm given the chance. Part of it is I need to create the opportunity for myself. And so the idea I'm setting out there is, who wants to do community? Who wants to work on projects that can change their lives and everyone else's? And to do this on a daily being, wake up and being like, this is what we're doing. And I love it. And I'm going to put all my energy and passion and creativity into it, because it's going to transform into something miraculous. Because it's miracles that we need in this world. And so, where do we find community? With each other. Not in a space, with each other. And there's lots of people out there I know I would love to be in community with. Meat eaters, vegetarians, vegans, gluten-free folks, extreme sports enthusiasts, people who just want to cozy down to a book, but still everyone likes to sit down at a table and share a meal, whether your dietary restrictions are this or that. And we just have stories to share, wonderful stories and experiences and dreams, and how we can partake in each other's dreams and even find co-creation in a global dream for each other. And so, 6 months from now, a year from now, say this community starts happening, awesome. But I'm saying right now, for the new year, this is what I want. This is what I really want more than anything. Because it will bring the happiness into my life. It'll stir the creativity, inspiration in my life to succeed at my other goals, such as a Tesla tower and a working coil system. Because without that, stagnancy just arises, and we aren't moving through the hurdles that we need to be. And I feel like I'm working a lot on myself lately, which is wonderful. We all need to be working on ourselves, but there is this group self that I want to be working on too, that I really find within community. And so I could say right now, hey guys, let's all move to southern Chile and start this community. Awesome. And it could be a long and arduous process, but what I'm saying is I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to partake in that arduous process. I'm willing to embark on that challenge. So the question is, who wants to partake in this challenge with me? Who wants to do something epic? Because that's what life is about. And so I'm looking for community. This is my thought going out there. I am really looking for community and people to work together as a team. And I'm not the type to say, this is my bank account and that's your bank account. I don't think like that. I think like community. Are you hungry? Do you need something to eat? I'm going to make you something amazing right now because you are hungry. And that's just how I think. And so I'm looking for others who think just like that. That would be wonderful. Am I hungry? Yes, I'm hungry. I would love a meal. Tomorrow, are you hungry? Oh, I'll make you a meal. That sounds wonderful. Oh, we need to do this project. Let's work on it together. I mean, like, just the idea of team. And really what it means to be a team is great. I mean, it's so damn cold right now. The Packers are about to play outside in one of the coldest games ever. And I was born in Green Bay, even though I don't remember at all. I've never been back there since I was a baby. But I was all about the NFL, and I loved being a Packer fan. Packer fan was great, wearing that cheese head and everything. The team was owned by the town, nothing else like it in athletics. And there was the passion, support behind a team, and seeing that team work upon the field was a wonderful thing. But then Favre had to go and ruin it for me. He revealed to me it wasn't really a team. He really didn't have passion or faith for the Packers. It was still a dollar sign at the end. And so you can say, I want to recreate sports. I want to recreate a team. Like I was just saying with the fellowship and the Enneagram and the idea of, say, a team of, the Avengers working together is, let's live that. Even if it's not on YouTube or the Hollywood screen showcasing the world, I'd just love to be in my living room to be that. It'd be really great. So there's my thought out to you, to everyone in the universe, and I hope it takes a marvelous form of co-creation with each other. And so let's try, if you want to try with me, not try, but to do, is to do community. And so I'm willing to take the long run here and say, let's start saving up, let's get an Indiegogo going, and it's still like 6 months down the road. I'm not talking about like next month or 2 months, let's do this right. I mean, that's even what I'm learning with all the free energy stuff. I'm tired of half-assing things. I've seen so much community half-assed. Let's do it right. Let's have a mission statement laid down right in the beginning to where our intent, where all of our thought and the frequency of our being is on the same wavelength. Because that's what seems to happen, is we're not on the same wavelength. But I know there's a lot of people on my wavelength, so let's find that wavelength together. Sounds amazing. Bye all. Love you. Blessings.